Bryan,
Was that spooky key fun or what?
how about those balls?
Bowl of beer.
A ball.
We drank the Old Bones brew named directly after you, Rhonda.
Well, it wasn't named after me. It was named after Ronna.
Oh, yes, of course.
I'm
It was named after
Rhonda. You're
Ronna.
getting me confused with my twin sister.
You're right. Gosh, we don't have enough twin sister storylines these days, do
Named
we?
Ronna and Well, I have a lot of twin sister storylines in my life because Steve has 2 or 3 imaginary sisters, depending on the day that you ask her.
Does she really?
Yeah,
I feel
she's-
sorry for the third one.
And one of them was
Or the fourth one in
of
this
them
case,
was
I guess.
banished, and then this morning she told one of them was banished for
Oh, I
bad
feel terrible.
by her, not by me, for bad behavior. And then she told me this morning it turned out it was the other one that was doing it the whole time.
Oh
Very-
my gosh.
very sophisticated.
Common mistake.
Very
Yes.
sophisticated. Because the other one was
Yes.
banished about 2 or 3 weeks ago. And
Wow,
then
that
she
poor
said to me
sister.
this morning, turns out it wasn't her, it was the other one.
That is a jaw. That honestly, her jaw must have dropped to the floor when she found that
I
out.
couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it.
Well, I hope that the fourth sister comes back.
There's 3 of them right now.
I know, but including Steve.
Oh, yeah. I guess they're
Or the
yeah,
third sister,
they're
I
sort
guess.
of
I
like
don't
the
know.
sisters in Hamilton, you know?
Yeah, the Schuyler sisters.
Just like the Schuyler sisters.
Yeah.
Well, sort of. One leads to go to the front and then to the back, and then who's
Yeah.
singing now?
Yeah, they're all making love with Hamilton.
Lucky, lucky girls. Probably
Lucky
the
Girls.
original Alexander
The
Hamilton.
musical should have been called Lucky Girls.
He was probably pretty good in the sack, the original Alexander
I bet he
Hamilton.
was.
Yeah.
I actually really bet he was.
I bet he could really take it home.
Yeah, me too. And then leave you $10 on the
And
way
I
out.
think he would play the William Tell overture. Well, when was it? But it
You
wasn't
think?
composed yet. Yeah, I don't think it was composed yet.
he probably
Maybe it was
composed
composed
that too.
for him for his Making Love theme.
Yep.
That
That is the least sexy boudoir music I can think of, to be honest with you.
In any event, I'm delighted to be here with you today.
Me too, Ronna.
I have to admit to the people on this chain. Should we call the show a chain, do you think?
Yeah, sure.
I have to admit to the people on this chain, I had to have a Mohs surgery. So
Mo?
for those that have had it, Mo Better Blues.
Okay, got it. Cool.
I'm having the Mohs Better Blues. For people that have had it, it'll come as no surprise, or people in their family. But it's a bit of a surprise for me because first of all, I can't count the number of times I've been to the dermatologist in the last 5 years. Okay.
Sure.
Certainly not on one hand or 2
Yeah.
hands. And I am a staunch advocate of sunscreen, but often somebody's screaming into their trash can right now. All the sun damage happens as a child, Ronna. Okay, I
Right.
understand. Please,
It's
just,
okay. We can
please
still wear
just
it.
let us continue our story. Thank you very much without you interfering. Anyway, I had a little dot on the bridge of my nose and it was never really healing. And I thought it was because of my glasses. And, it would come, it would go. I'd have it zapped, it would whatever. It never really would totally go. So my incredible dermatologist that I have in Houston, who I am, despite the fact that he is the fruitiest.
You
of
won't
the
tell me his
fruits,
name, Ronna.
I'm
Is he a fruit?
I'm conducting an affair with him right now.
You're like Sharon David Geffen.
No. Well, we're a little bit more like Dion and Barry, probably.
Okay.
He's incredible. I love him.
Yeah.
I'm adoring of him. And I'm conducting a platonic affair with him at the moment. I guess the affair's on you now that I think about it.
It must be. Is
How-
this another number one fruit in your life?
It is as it occurs.
Do you know how
to me.
offensive that is?
Though I do think you and he, I know you have a private client, but I do think there's a world for you. That's all I'll say.
Do you think that in this
There's
world,
a place
place
for
for
us.
us? Yeah. A Californian and a Texan?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Or a Texan and a Texan. But he's not really a Texan. He just lives
What
in
is he?
Texas.
Okay.
He's like a not a military brat, but a corporate brat. You know, he lived in a lot of different places,
I see.
but his education is second to none.
Did he change his name at any
And
point?
he's very funny.
Oh, I bet.
Very funny, but in a very unassuming way.
Right. Like he'll be like,
where you're like, what'd you say?
oh, darn, you being a little nosy if he's working on your nose.
You know what? He's not. He isn't above
a little pun play,
a
little word play,
a little double entendre or a pun play.
Yeah.
He's not above it, but he's funny.
Yeah.
In any event, this show isn't about him.
But what if we slept together and he said, you know, if you wanted to, I could add to that. You know what I mean?
Give you a butt job or something.
Something, yeah. Do you know what I mean? That would make me very self-conscious.
What if he gave you a deal and then the rest of your life was great after that?
I mean, and I had a BBL.
I don't think he does BBLs, but anyway.
Nobody should. Apparently, they're very dangerous. But anyway.
Whatever the case is, he took a little tiny biopsy on it. And there I was, flying high on life. And he called me the other day and said, it's got to come off. So I went and did the Mohs surgery, which meant I had to fly to New York and see one of the top plastic surgeons in New York. Of course, I'm not going to mess with this face to the degree that it's possible. So for the next while, people will probably see me wearing either a little bandage or having a little, I don't know when I'll be able to put a little makeup on it. But the bad news is the one thing I've always felt confident in this world, and you know I have a problem with confidence.
You
know, my personal confidence is not as high as it could be, and I'm insecure.
Actually think it's in the stratosphere.
Many things.
Yeah.
But the one thing I've always felt perfectly confident about is that I have an incredible nose.
Right. You do.
I always had a good nose.
It's true.
I had a good nose and cute feet. That's what I could tell you about myself.
Yeah.
And the rest of it, you know, we had to leave up to the heavens.
Yeah.
But so I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with my nose now.
Well, Ronna, I am lighting candles for you. My place might go up in flames with the amount of candles I've lit for you.
Are you living in a church? Because it's not really helpful to me if it's just, you know, like a Entenmann cinnamon bun candle or
It is sort of like that. But I am wearing a veil over my head.
Yankee Candle Shop. So while I was in Houston, I want you to know, and I think sources can neither confirm or deny that you were there at the same time as me.
I was under terrible circumstances.
Under duress.
But yes.
With your family. With your family.
Correct. And with the flu. It was all hit me at once.
And with the flu. Oy.
Yeah.
Well, they were having their holiday gift card sale. Okay. So they do like you buy a gift card, you buy a card for $75, and then all the merchants participate and they give you 20% off. So if you buy enough, unfortunately, I don't live there.
It's like the entertainment book.
I would have bought about 40 Sia Trudon candles if I had known, you know, but I wasn't going to ship those home with me. Because what if the glass broke? Speaking of which, we'll finish with that. Okay. But I'll hurry it up on this story. And then we have a couple of follow-ups. It's just you and me today.
Yeah.
But I don't want to bore people to death with my tales.
Impossible.
With my planes and trains and automobiles. No trains. Yeah. I wish. Belmont train would have been nice in the middle of this ordeal.
That would be just if the Belmont took you from Houston to Austin. Wonderful.
It would be nice if there was a Texas train.
Yeah, I agree.
They'd probably make
especially
a lot of money
Austin,
on
Houston,
it.
Dallas, just that, and San Antonio,
Through
maybe
Hill
just
Country.
Yeah.
Somebody wants to do that.
Yeah.
Maybe not me, but it would be full all the time.
It would be nice.
Yeah.
I agree.
In any event, they were having their holiday gift card, which meant I was going to do a little.
Who
bit of
is
shopping.
they, by the way?
The city of Houston.
Okay.
So the River Oaks district. Let's be honest.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Right.
River Oaks, whatever that shopping area is called.
Yeah.
And so I went to Cool Linscomb. Are you familiar?
I'm not. But those two words don't seem to go together at all.
It's a home goods store. It's more than that. It's a home goods gift shop, toy shop, superstore. But
Hmm.
basically, it was probably like a trading post 100 years ago. And so
Oh.
they have everything. They have jeans, they have makeup, they have,
Oh.
you
It's
could
like a
buy
department
a
store, like a
kitchen
general store.
table. Yes, like a department store before department stores.
Got it.
They don't have a lot of clothes, but they have some clothes. But they have
Yeah.
like a whole toy. This is where you go to get all of your candles, all of your pine cones for
I
your
like that.
table, all that stuff. So
Austin
the
has a store like that called Breed and Company,
so this was
which is a really
overrun with
sexy
people
name.
buying their holiday candles and everything because everything was 20% off.
Yeah.
I went to Itsy Bitsy Boutique. They had 20% off. I got Steve some of the latest fashions from Paris and a few from here and there.
That's terrific.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Why am I telling you about the gift card? The
I
point
like it. This
is
stuff's relaxing to me.
the point the point is that it was already Christmas before Halloween in
Mhm.
Houston. So
Did you find any dusters?
is that a coat?
Yeah, I love the name of that coat, a dusta.
Yeah, no, but I did send you that gorgeous Lucchese boot bag. I'm going to get you for your
That was
cowboy
absolutely.
boots.
If anyone can imagine, I'll be the envy of anywhere I go. It is a purse in the shape of a giant boot. And you just put, do you carry a boot in it or you just carry whatever you want in there?
No, you put your boots in there. It's a boot bag. You put your beautiful Stingray Lucchese boots in there.
Terrific.
And
I
then
can't
everyone
wait.
knows that you've got boots in there.
Exactly. How often do you need to carry boots?
Oh, well, you're not living that life. But if you were living
You're
that
right.
life,
Von Dutch.
here's what that's for. No, that's for when you pull up to the hotel at Turtle Creek. Is that what it's called in
Sure.
Dallas?
Maybe.
The famous hotel. Yeah, you
I
pull
don't
up
know.
to the hotel at Turtle Creek, and then the valet is unpacking your car. And one of the things that he hangs on the valet cart, while the other Porsches and Lamborghinis and everything else pulls up,
Sure.
is your Lucchese boot bag. It's a status symbol.
Of course. And your hat box from like Stetson or whatever.
Yes, when you're invited to, Bohemian Grove or whatever
Yeah. Magic Mountain.
the Masons meeting.
Yeah.
Your Lucchese boot bag is not,
Oh, terrific.
exposed on the thing.
Oh my God.
I had a Houston story, can't remember. Anyway, doesn't matter. Point is, I found out about this thing. So then, of course, I had to go to New York.
Yeah.
But it's Halloween right now. There was
Halloween in New
no
York is
way.
fun.
Yes, but I was going to miss Steve's Halloween if I didn't get back. So I said,
Well, her
okay.
sisters would be there.
True, she could trick or treat with his sisters.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, there's no chance I'm missing Steve's Halloween. We also had another incident, which is that Steve, despite having multiple costumes, has decided she wants to go as a mermaid.
Oh.
And I can just tell you that it's not an appropriate costume for a small child, even though it's made for a small child.
I can understand that.
Hers was also a size too small. Didn't bother her.
Yeah, who cares?
But it bothered me. She couldn't walk in it. And so when she would walk in it, it would crunch.
She would fall. Poor thing.
It would shimmy all up her legs so that it became a mini skirt. She looked like a hooker. So I said, let me see if I can't find that one size up. So I did. But in my 24 hours in New York, I saw Cynthia Dupree Sweeney's. Here's how it worked. I landed at the Warren Street Hotel, which is the new property from the Ferndale people. We know I'm a big fan of the Ham Yard.
Okay, in Tribeca?
They're calling that Tribeca. Is it?
I don't know.
Right on the edge of Fidei, maybe, or downtown. Right. Absolutely, they gave me the nicest room in the place.
Nice.
Absolutely gorgeous, beautiful big bathroom, and the bed was as comfortable as the bed at the Ham Yard.
Oh, God. Fabulous.
Then, which I thought wasn't going to be possible because it was transit, how do they get the beds
you never
over
know.
Here? They have to have a different mattress maker over here. And it's a high bed, which I always forget how much I like a high bed.
Yeah.
Perfect, terrific, wonderful, incredible club sandwich. I had my hair done. Then in the morning, I had to have my hair done because if I was going to have surgery, I needed my hair done. I mean, I couldn't.
It all tracks.
I knew I wouldn't be able to wash my hair for a couple of days.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Also, it's in New York. I had to have my
hair done. You got to get your hair done in New York.
I had my hair done. had to be sorry. I apologize. Went from the plane straight to the consult with my plastic surgeon, then down to the hotel, then had my hair done, then caught up with three of my closest friends who shall remain nameless. It's no one's business, but I will just say very high flyers.
This sounds a little like Steve's three sisters, Ronna.
You know what? They're just like Steve's three sisters, except they're real.
In that they're imaginary?
Except that they're real.
Okay.
Then I had to wake up at 5:30 to be there for 6:45.
PM or AM?
AM.
Okay.
To have my nose done. So I went in, they did the scrape, took off. They have to go by layers. The good news was I only had one layer removed. Some people, they keep going. They keep going. There could have been a crater in my
The big
face.
dig, right?
Then I had a little break between that. I swished across the park to Cynthia Dupree Sweeney's absolutely stunning new New York pied-à-terre.
Ah, fabulous. Good for her.
Her husband, Mike, was there.
Oh, fun.
They gave me
great.
a tour of this gorgeous apartment, which she is, she's I don't know if you know this about her. She's an incredible decorator. And she's already starting to put all of her touches all over the place. She's been in there for about a week. If I had lived there for 5 years, it wouldn't look this good.
She's got a knack.
Zip down to Bonnie Greengrass.
Zip lined?
For a Bialy, a tune on Bialy.
Okay.
I could have zip lined. That's how close they live.
That's fun though. Love a Barney Greengrass moment.
She'd never been.
Oh, fun. You introduced
incredible.
her.
She lives around the corner now. She can go whenever she wants. Mm-hmm. Got a note from the plastic surgeon's office that they could take me early. Zipped back across the park.
Zip lined. They should let you zip line across the park.
They should let you zip line. Be fun. Zip line. They should have at least have a funicular.
Completely, because it's hard to cross town.
I would take it every day.
Yeah.
And when the weather's not great, it'd be nice to take a funicular. Or at least a little covered train. Wouldn't that be cute in Central Park?
That would be so cute.
Why don't they have a train in Central Park?
They should.
It's very non-European of them to not have a train, at least a kid's train. Mm-hmm. Someone screaming, they had one, Ronna, from 1871 to 1911. So, in any event, zip back over there, but not before I had called the most incredible toy store I've ever been in my life, Mary Arnold Toys.
Oh, my nieces are coming to New York soon, so I'll remember this.
Write this down. They had the most incredible selection with, of course, the most gruff people to help. I mean, it was so New York. Somebody, okay, are you going to buy this? Are you paying for this? It's a toy store. Could you?
There's nothing like toy store employees.
But it
is a rare breed.
These people knew every square inch of this place.
Where was it? What part of town?
It's on 81st and Lex.
Okay.
And it is incredible. The inventory, the things that they had. I used to think, is it still true that people would bring things back from New York and they were better than things that anyone had anywhere else? So
yes, I remember being a kid and my parents bringing stuff back from FAO Schwartz and stuff.
Yes,
being
and thinking, wow, you could only get that at FAO Schwartz.
Right.
They just had it all. I mean, the craft room that your nieces, the BS, they had that thing where they scrape, which I love, when they scrape the black off and there's a picture underneath.
Uh-huh.
But they had one that had a unicorn vacuum cleaner that went with it.
Oh, good. That teaches them early, especially if they're girls.
Which I've never seen that. And it was a little too big for me to put in my suitcase. And I thought, my God, isn't that fun? They're going to make cleaning up the shavings, which would practically send me to the hospital fun. Then I zipped back downtown, and then there was a torrential flood.
Wait, you were there for that rain?
Yesterday.
There
was a torrential flood. I was stuck in the Battery Tunnel for 40 minutes. It said it was going to take me 25 minutes to zip down the FDR back to my hotel. Bing, bing, boom.
Right.
Back
Zip, zap, zop.
I was flying out of Newark because I've been taking Porter. I know people can be upset by that.
Oh, no. Newark's the best airport there. Like if you can't fly out of LaGuardia, like Newark over JFK every time.
Well, they have a little commuter plane, which isn't my favorite plane, but it goes between Toronto and the city airport here, which is my favorite because it takes 2 seconds.
Oh, good.
It's the smallest airport in the world, and it's just off the lake, the coast of the lake, and it's as gorgeous. It takes a second. You're in, you're out. It's smaller than Burbank. That's
fantastic.
When the picture started to fall apart.
Okay.
Because we were stuck in the tunnel for 40 minutes, which had to tell you something.
I wouldn't want to be in a tunnel during a flood, by the way.
What it told you was by the time we emerged from the tunnel, we were downtown over there. There were cars, and I have video of this, submerged to the middle of the car, parked cars. And the stench of sewage that was coming up from the into the street. So I had plenty of time to get to Newark on a day when it wasn't like this, but everything was crawling.
Mm-hmm.
So the dominoes started to fall. Mm-hmm. And but flights started getting
the
canceled.
Domino's pizza clock was not. I mean, they were still putting it in the oven. That lady.
I almost couldn't avoid the Noid at this point.
Right. Unavoidable.
They were canceling flights left and right. They had been canceling them all day. Also because of this whole air traffic control shutdown situation, which
thing.
I have to say is truly crippling.
It's why. By the way, I asked the TSA people when I was in Houston coming to El Paso, I said, like, I just have to make sure, like, you're not getting paid right now, right? And they were like, no. Shocking.
What?
I mean, they'll get paid later when the government
TSA is not being paid?
No.
But they're going to work.
Yeah.
Oh,
to get paid, I guess, later.
God.
But still, like, that's why the lines at the airport are so nuts. Or at least they were that day.
That's outrageous.
I know. They're just there working for free until they hopefully get paid, with back pay.
So think about that. Now think about its air traffic controllers, okay? The dominoes start to fall. The weather is absolutely torrential, the rain. I had a fresh blowout. I mean, the dominoes were falling, okay?
Yeah.
So I start thinking, so Newark goes from being 50 minutes away to being an hour and 50 minutes away.
Of course.
And I'm downtown, not far from the tunnel.
It's quiet downtown.
And then I'm going to get stuck in another tunnel trying to go to Newark. That's the only problem with Newark. It's not above ground. LaGuardia, at this point, LaGuardia is 45 minutes and Newark's an hour and 45.
Yeah. Well, LaGuardia is the best of the three.
So I start trying to book a later flight out of LaGuardia and just say, I'll cancel. My other one was refundable. I'll just cancel that. Let's see what I can get. I start playing that. All these flights appear, and then when I go to buy them, they all disappear, one after the other.
Sure.
They're gone out of the system. Why? Probably because those planes weren't arriving. The whole East Coast, everything was shut down. I've never seen anything like it. But my plane was supposedly on the ground in Newark and was maybe like the one that was going to go out, because it's all about if your plane has come in yet before you leave.
Yeah.
Has the plane you're going to be on arrived from wherever?
I understand how airplane travel works.
A lot of people don't.
You're right. You're right. This was a good lesson.
As I arrived at Newark Airport, they canceled my flight.
Horrible.
I had to make a split-second decision. Was I going to sleep in the Marriott at Newark Airport?
Yeah. Or were you going to sleep on the floor of the airport?
And get there at 5 a.m. and start standing by because they rebooked me for 8:35.
Well, I hope you didn't do that.
But I needed to get home for Steve's Halloween. You understand?
Oh.
She needed to go to school today as a sequin witch.
Yeah.
And
that is the toughest part about having kids is you do have to be there for them.
I just
that was ultimately the deal breaker for me.
Did your parents tell you that?
Yes, exactly.
There's
Exactly.
this little ski guy on your sweater.
Is that fun?
Oh, is it a Maison Kitsune?
No, you know what it's from? You're going to barf, but I'm telling you, it's better than you think. This is from
Ooh,
Uncommon Goods.
I'm trying to think of what that is.
It's like an Etsy.
Oh,
Mhm. I got two. I got one like this, and then I got a gray one, but he's skiing down the pocket.
that's kind of cute.
Yeah.
I made a split
I
second
love them.
decision.
Uh-huh.
And I said to my Uber driver, my best friend, the guy who said to me, I'll wait out here. You go inside and talk to the people at the counter with all your stuff, which I thought, well, that's the end of that stuff.
Mhm.
Except he didn't say that because he did not speak one word of English. He only spoke Chinese. But we both spoke the international language of we're going to get this done together. No, we were an amazing race team. There's no question about it.
That's great.
I made a split second decision. I said, you want to drive me to Philly? He said,
Sorry, this man who spoke Chinese.
At that point, we pulled out the Google Translate app. And I said, you want to drive me to Philly? And he said, yeah, okay.
So you rented a car?
I booked, no, I was in the Uber.
In the Uber. I thought you just saw this man.
The last flight out of Philly. And we needed to get there we literally had only enough time to get there for the bag check-in. But then
Were you on American Airlines?
Then I was.
Yeah.
And it all worked out. And I got home at 1:00 in the morning.
Ronna, that really is an amazing race win. Oh, I'm jealous you went to Philly. I mean, I know you didn't go for pleasure, but I do love that city.
Honestly, part of me was hoping that flight was going to get canceled. I was going to go straight to the Rittenhouse.
The Rittenhouse, sure.
And just have a beautiful meal. And I was going to try to go to,
Walk
what's
around
his
that
name's
park.
restaurant. Yeah, just have a little moment and then say,
fun.
I tried.
Yeah.
But I was so impressed that I didn't give up in New York because I could have just stayed in my gorgeous hotel room. But that's when I knew that I did love Steve.
I just want to say before.
Yeah.
But first I want to say go Dodgers. I'm so proud of everything they've done. And I'm so excited about this.
It's been a very hard time for me because Steve's a Blue Jays fan. She declared herself.
Good.
And I have a soft spot for the Dodgers. So anyway.
I know it's a war.
But you do
inside.
feel that the nation of Canada could, so they only have one team because Tony said Shohei Ohtani is having a great series, Bryan.
I'm so happy. Well, he's
is.
playing again, isn't he? Yeah.
Well, he's a video game. I mean, you look at him. I do think he has the most incredible physique I've ever seen.
Yeah.
He's just perfectly athletic and proportioned in every way. And I don't like baseball players.
No.
They're not my
They're scary.
Type.
Yeah.
Somehow they
they're
never
the
get
scariest
better.
of the
They just never get. No, they're just the
people.
grubbiest.
I don't know.
And they've got a very.
They all look like they have the tick tick boom that at any second they could just explode.
Oh well, that's true.
Yeah.
Whatever they're doing all day.
Yeah.
Touch, on off, gloves on off. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. No.
Juki. Whatever they're.
Basketball players and football players don't have that scariness. Even hockey players don't have that scariness.
No, well, they also don't have. They all have OCD.
Right.
In fact, it's
so like if you make one wrong move the day of a game, they'll absolutely erupt.
What a fun person to be married to.
That's what I mean.
I bet there's a lot of litigators that are like that too. If they're going to court that day, and if you look at them the wrong way, if they have a performance. Well, that's why people don't like to date actors, to be perfectly honest.
Sure.
Everything has to go their way before they go on stage.
Or off.
Or off. It's so true. Oh, it's a double-edged sword. All right, we had a couple of follow-ups here. And
yes, we did.
I think they were boom, boom, bangers.
Well, should we do the comments or the follows up?
Oh, yeah, do the comments.
Okay. Well, excuse me. Gojo de Kuhn. I guess I should say. Ronna's, not Bryan's, sportscaster Andrew Bro voice is doing something to my insides. If there's ever going to be a Fruitcast segment, I also need a dedicated, straight-friendly corrective beyond this podcast signature atmospheric homophobia. Fruit Smash. Well, I got to tell you, just got Fruit Smash with the Ohtani talk and the baseball stuff. Daniel Nolan Design says giving Ronna's Delco accent 10 out of 10. Wawa.
Ah,
Giving Ronna's Delco accent 10 out of 10 Wawa Hoagies.
I haven't even watched Task yet. It's all about the Delco accent.
Kelsey Eckberg.
And Richard Lawson sent me a note saying my Delco accent was good too.
There you go.
Yeah.
I appreciate the sports talk. Fun fact, Terry Rozier, one of the basketball players arrested, is a graduate of Shaker Heights High School like Mr. Cleveland and I.
Terry Rozier he was inside on this gambling deal.
Yeah.
I listened on the plane last night. I listened to the Daily about it. I have to say, who knew the mob was even operating still? And
I know we talked
I
about that.
want to know who is the young. So this is what someone. Okay, if Palazzo Pants is listening, this is what someone needs to be doing a story on. There is obviously immigrant. Right, this is the first generation, then the second generation, then the third generation, and usually it's like The Sopranos. Okay. The grandfather, then the son has to take over the business. And then the third generation or really the second generation, I suppose, could care less and are soft and they all go to regular school and they're supposed to have regular friends, but do they join the family business or not?
Yeah.
Somebody in the AJ Soprano generation of these mob families went to either MIT or Caltech or somewhere.
Yeah.
Because these machines and these games,
sophisticated.
No old timer said, why don't we get contact lenses that read the invisible ink on cards?
Yeah.
Why don't we figure out how to rig the machine to da-da-da-da? Somebody either hired a foreign national or had, meaning a Ukrainian hacker or whatever, the people that really, really are good at this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But somebody was quarterbacking this, and this is a little bit like the cartel stuff when the cartel babies take over.
Yeah.
And I want to know who the mafia babies are. Cartel babies.
Yeah.
I want to
mafia
know.
babies. Yeah.
I want to know who the mafia babies are. And I think Joey Palazzo wants to know the same thing.
There you go. We just pitched you a good one, Joey.
Because I know who's not wondering. Kash Patel. This is going to take for the New York Times or the Wall Street Journal or whoever to do a piece on the mafia babies and then for Kash Patel to pretend he thought of that.
I have nothing to add. So far, I've really had nothing to add to this entire episode.
I'm sorry. I know I've been talking a lot.
No, it's fine. It gives me a break, honestly.
I had nothing but coffee and the world's greatest black and white cookie because I did pick up 6 minis from the Sturgeon King, Bonnie Greengrass himself.
Oh, sure.
And I might have to declare it as it's going in the newsletter. I'm going to make Tony go do a taste test. I might declare it as the world's preeminent black and white cookie.
Wow. I do love a black and white cookie. I got to tell you, I had the worst one in Houston at a deli
at that good deli that David Sachs mentioned?
I don't know. It was just on DoorDash. I needed chicken soup. I was so sick. But so it was whatever was close. And I was like, oh, they have black and white cookies. I'm going to get one. The cookie cake part, you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
The actual cookie.
Yeah, the cookie part that's not a cookie.
Was lemon.
Oh, God.
And then with the black and white on it. I was so disgusted.
Do you know there's almost nothing I disagree with the Barefoot Contessa on, except occasionally she likes to use the zest in things that I do not want to use the zest in.
Mm-hmm.
And that would be one of them, a black and white cookie.
With lemon?
I don't need...
who wants those flavors?
There are people that believe in that, and I don't.
I don't either. Okay, Deb987 says, when I need a mental pick-me-up today, I'm just going to imagine Ronna cuddling Sonny and Bo in the Obama White House. So nice. Gojo DeKoon commented, only time Mrs. Glickman will consent to a carpeted floor-based activity. Is that true, Ronna?
No, I do mat Pilates in my hotel room when I can't get a reformer.
Has Mr. Cleveland ever walked in on you doing mat Pilates, Ronna? And kept you on the carpet, Ronna?
Has he ever joined in?
Right.
Well, I do have a congenital hip disorder, which means I'm
that's very sexy.
Incredibly flexible.
Very nice. Oh, that's a good one. I'm going to start putting that on Grindr.
Congenital hip disorder.
Yep, which means ...
As I explained to my plastic surgeon, I have Ashkenazi / golden retriever hips.
Amazing. Why do all golden retrievers wear hair and pants? Have we talked about this? Philip Yo says the
Ah,
Irish food slander. The main thing Dublin has going for it is the food, but agree everywhere else it's mainly terrible except for seafood. If you love fresh seafood, you'll love the west of Ireland.
well, I don't ever
I
want
do.
fresh seafood, so that's not for me. I want
Ireland also
I
has
want
excellent
flash frozen, deveined Trader Joe's shrimp. That's what I'm looking for. Thanks for the recommendation.
Ireland also has excellent bacon, sausages, bread, and milk. It's a great country for breakfast, not just seafood. Honestly, I'm sold. I love a cozy breakfast like that.
They
Delicious.
just, I know, but these poor people, they just said, well, we also have great staples:
What do
bread,
you? Oh
milk,
yeah, right.
sausage. I mean, yeah, that's just the stuff that keeps people alive. That's not something, no one, that's not a cuisine that somebody invented.
That's okay. That's still delicious if it's done right.
Fine, but it's a rural situation. It's not,
I do love an Irish soda bread. I'm not gonna lie.
that's a medieval feast that you just described. That
It
is
is,
that is
isn't
the
it?
it is the feast of a journeyman who is walking from one town to another to hoof people's animals.
You're not wrong.
To shoe them.
It's true.
But I will tell people this as a sneak peek, Bryan.
Mhm.
The Ronica / holiday Kiki / holiday AI social club box,
Mhm.
holiday offering, let's put it that
Mhm.
way,
Mhm.
is a love letter to the people of Ireland. Because
Yes, it is.
I know that we give them a lot of guff. I know that we've insulted their cuisine. But the truth is, I do think there are a couple of things that they do singularly beautifully.
Oh yeah.
And so I'm bringing back an oldie but a goodie, and then I'm putting an incredible modern twist on it.
Love that.
And if I were buying for gifts, we should literally put up the holiday box with just a question mark over it as a mystery box. And I think every single person listening to this show, because quantities will be limited.
And I got to tell you, Ronna, it's going to be the coziest Kiki we've ever had.
Oh, there's absolutely no question. I wish I could send a Laura Piana scarf to each person to go along with it.
Honest to God.
But we could do, which we never have really done. People could wear their Christmas sweaters, and they don't have to be their
Christmas pajamas, either one.
They don't have to be the crazy ones or their Christmas pajamas, but they can be either cute or elevated. But
Yeah.
I'm coming in Christmas or Hanukkah cozies. I'm coming in holiday cozies.
I'm definitely
you're
coming in holiday
cozies.
without question.
Yeah. Okay.
Great.
So anyway, that's what I'm going to say.
Now, Rhonda,
but it's going to be incredible. They should get your finger ready to click, because the truth is, in order to get everything, to get everything ordered, I could only order a certain quantity. So
now,
it will sell out.
Ronna, guess what?
What?
We got a follow-up from the guy who didn't say Dear Ronna and Bryan. Remember the straight guy who was going to buy a dummy ring for his girlfriend so that cousin Sarah wouldn't spill the beans?
Oh my goodness, I do.
Yeah, we already heard from him.
The one wonderful straight guy who we loved him off the bat, and we loved his decision tree.
And his fiance's family or like cousin owns a jewelry store, and so he wanted to get the ring, but he was afraid if he got the ring there that the people there would spill the beans to his soon-to-be fiance and ruin the whole thing. So we thought maybe I'll get a dummy ring, and we were like, please don't get a dummy ring. Anyway, he wrote back. He followed up.
I cannot wait. And I hope he told us what he does for a living, because I really, really, really wanted to know.
He did, and actually we were wrong, and I'm shocked. Dear Ronna and Bryan.
Oh, no.
He actually addressed us this time. Wow. Hearing my question read out on your show is really the thrill of a lifetime.
Oh, remember, he never said dear. He just got right into the question.
Got right into it.
Yeah.
I am writing the requested follow-up.
Hey, team, we got to quarterback this. Yeah. Go.
I'm writing the requested follow-up in order to demystify the air of confusion created by my first email. On etiquette. An apology is certainly owed for my lack of address. I got so caught up in the fervor of drafting the damn thing that I forgot to go back and add Dear Ronna and Bryan, an illustrious guest, to the intro. Very embarrassing. I also cut to the chase because I thought that the brevity would be appreciated by Ronna in particular. And by the way, it was appreciated.
It was.
We're just razzing you. It was not my intention.
We're just razzing you
We're
for
just
another
razzing you, bro.
glass of water.
Yeah.
We were just razzing you, bro.
What do you think of Otani and his physique, bro? It was not my intention to kick the proverbial door down and barrel into the podcast. On professional theories, I'm not a tech bro lawyer or Wall Street tycoon. I work in the art adjacent world of garment printing. Wow. I've
Oh,
never heard of that job.
garment printing. Well, maybe we could have a collab with this person.
Why wouldn't we? On the origins of my listenership, I was not introduced to your podcast by my girlfriend, and I hope that cousin Sarah does not listen. Although, of course, once this all blows over, I'll tell everyone about the episode, and I'm sure they'll become avid listeners. I stumbled across your show organically while I was searching for John Gemberling podcast appearances.
Oh my! What?
That's a backdoor into this show.
What a crossover!
Then
honestly, that's the best gift I've been given. Is that a Gemberling fan understood that they were a Ronna fan and Bryan fan.
Yep. And then listened to the Mary Holland episode and became hooked by her thoughtful and heartfelt advice and elite banter. I've been listening ever since. Your wisdom and humor transcend any sexual orientation, in my opinion. But imagine my surprise when I was chosen to be the recipient of this week's gift. Truly unbelievable.
Because he's also a garmento, at the end of the day.
It's true. As a straight man, lip balm is a bit of a blind spot for me. But I know you wouldn't steer me or my future fiance wrong, at least since Blue Label is off the table. I'm more of a gin guy anyway. Thank you both for entertaining my predicament. I'll absolutely be following your advice to the letter. I'm so glad I reached out. Kiss, kiss. What a great guy.
But he didn't tell us what happened with the cousin or anything like that.
He didn't.
Okay. But I enjoyed it. I like him, and I want to hear more.
Do you remember the family full of lesbians, Ronna, with the one sister's getting married, but then another sister said, well, I'm not coming to your wedding.
Starbucks order? Right. You don't need to know my name. I'll never forget her.
Yeah, her.
She's a classic.
Real battle axe.
Yep. My kind of gal.
Dear Ron and Bryan.
None of your Starbucks name, none of your business is basically what she said.
So much harder to do than say your name, by the way.
Buzz off. That's what she should say her Starbucks name is from now on. Buzz off. Yeah.
Okay. Dear Ron and Bryan, I want to thank you both so much for the wonderful advice and how to handle my little sister's wedding. Hearing Bryan call my oldest sister an asshole was exactly what I needed. Ronna gave 2 specific pieces of advice that I took with me going into wedding weekend. Number 1, no one is going to slay the dragon. I think that's always going to be true. We're never going to have some epic fight where my sister admits she's wrong. So we need to give up on that. Number 2, my baby sister wanted a day that was all about her. So I decided I would go into the weekend doing everything I possibly could to make everything about her. Now on to how it turned out.
I like that as a guiding principle.
Me too. The wedding was this past weekend, and there was not 1, but 2 kid-friendly events. A dinner the night before and a picnic the day after that my older sister did not come to because, as Bryan put it, she's an asshole. She actually didn't go. She texted saying she would be at the welcome dinner, and then on the night of pretended she didn't know what was going on. Whatever, her loss. We had a great time. What
Classic.
A ding dong.
She's fun.
The brides didn't hire a wedding coordinator thinking they could handle it themselves. On the day of, they quickly discovered that was a poor decision. Well, the older sister stepped in. She called panicked in the morning, needing a crochet hook for the buttons on her dress. We went and got her one. We played all the music for the reception, coordinated with the caterers, the bartender, and ensured all of the speeches, cake cutting, and everything else went smoothly and on time. We called the brides a car at the end of the night and then organized all of the takedown so we were out of the venue and they wouldn't have to clean up at their own wedding, which was their original plan.
Oh my! Honestly, I'm gonna go back to bed.
The next day, my little sister said the wedding was exactly as she envisioned, so I know she's happy with how her day went. We got lots of pictures of the 3 of us, and honestly, I haven't had that much fun with my sisters in a long time. Here are a few pics. I'm on the right, and my good older sister is on the left, as well as a pic of us cutting loose and having fun on the dance floor. Thank you again so much. I cannot believe, first of all, you all are glam, gorgeous, fantastic. You seem really close and really lovely, and I cannot believe that sister did not go. I cannot.
It's funny, it doesn't look like they have another sister. I know that sounds like a strange thing to say, but when you see this picture of 3, it looks complete.
Correct. That is wild that sister didn't go, but it looks like you had a blast.
I don't know if it's appropriate for me to have a shtetl reaction to this letter. What would you say?
Why? I think it's appropriate.
Would you rather I kept to myself, or would you like me to say what I have to say?
Go for it. I can't even imagine what you were going to say.
what I'm going to say is, I, top to bottom, it couldn't have gone better. I'm delighted for you. That's wonderful. Everyone had the day that they wanted. I don't see a picture of your parents. You didn't mention them, by the way. And they were big players in this because they always give in to the dragon. But that's not what my shtetl is telling me. My shtetl is asking me, we've got one older sister that everybody's
Scared of.
paying too much attention to, taking up all the oxygen, scared of, whatever you want to say.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've got a baby sister, and I'm going to call her that, who has figured out that her strategy in life is either to need to be saved or to not grow up enough to do the things that need to be done. It is incredible to me that she organized, quote unquote, a whole wedding.
A wedding, yeah.
And did not have a way to get one of those things done that you listed.
Yeah.
What do you mean they were going to do it themselves? What does that mean? They didn't know how they were going to get home. They were just going to call a taxi.
That's real baby sibling energy.
It's immature on a level. And I don't mean to say this as an indictment of this person's character, but I would say, your sister's married now. Let's not rescue her all the time, okay? I think it's beautiful that on her wedding day you were able to move into that vacuum, and that you two were able to do what you do, and that everybody felt held and taken care of, and that the baby sister probably felt extra safe as a result, and extra babied. But
yeah,
let's keep an eye on the way the oldest and the youngest are both taking up a lot of oxygen in the room. And that the two middles are really middling around in this birth order.
Shout out to Eden Share.
Ding dong, ding dong. Okay. Do you agree with that or not? Or do you think I'm being overly harsh?
No, I do agree with it.
Okay, we only have time for one, so let's do juicy fruit.
Great.
Not the gum.
No.
If juicy fruit was a fruit gum, it would be a gusher.
Yeah. The problem with juicy fruit is it was good, but it only lasted for
flavor.
like 2 seconds.
And it's really just sugar flavor.
Yeah.
With a little bit of tang.
Yeah.
It's no fruit stripe.
The ads were so cool though, because those were all the ones where they'd surf.
Juicy fruit is gonna move ya. Yeah.
It was like very athletic.
Yeah,
remember?
like Doublemint.
And the guys were always really cute. And Doublemint was always the twins.
I know, but you want to laugh. Okay.
And Big Red, I don't remember those ads really.
My Houston dermatologist, who I told you that I think, there's a time and a place for this. Or maybe you're just going to be friends. I think you could travel together really well. And I know that you don't really want to travel with other people except me. And even that's questionable. You want me for
ever? That's not ever a question.
23 hours of me is what you want.
It's not ever a question.
23 hours in Milan, like we did the last time.
No, that's your call.
By the way, we don't have any travel on the books at the moment.
I got nothing.
And what
if I don't have you?
And what a dinner we had in Boston. We need to be taking that energy into another trip.
Contessa. Yeah. Yes, I agree.
So I said, so the dermatologist said, okay, you've got this Mohs thing. You got to get it done. I said, I've got a wedding in a week in Santa Barbara. He said, have it done after the wedding. And I said, I want it off of my face though. He said, if you were my twin sister, I would say it would be fine for you to do it after the wedding. And I said, evil twin.
Important. We're back. This is full circle now.
And his response was Doublemint.
Doublemint's the good twin to have.
So now you know that
because they don't want their own identity.
Now you know I'm not. Now you know I'm not messing around with his reference base, though.
The evil twin's evil. That is very funny. The evil twin's evil because they want their own personality.
That is the response you would have enjoyed in a text.
It's hilarious. It's perfect. Perfectly timed.
Hello, Ms. Ronna, Bryan, and sumptuous guest who I've probably had a crush on at one point or another. Well, that's saying a lot. We've had a wide range of people on this show.
Some real dogs.
Dead dog. That's what I told Bryan I looked like today. Dead dog.
Dead
A
dog.
chupacabra by the side of the road is what I looked like.
Right.
I'm a 34-year-old for a dangerous age who has been single for about 5 years now, since they were 29. What a coincidence.
Right.
I've always been a bit unkind about age gap relationships. That's okay. I had about 1,000,001 cheap bits about 45-year-old guys whose ex's median age is hovering around, sorry, sweetheart, I think you mean age is, IS.
Ah.
Whose ex's median ages, it's either age is or hover, okay?
Yeah.
Ages hover around 22. I then meet Mitchell on Tinder. That's probably his real name because first of all, I already know where this is headed.
Was it Mitch Silpa?
And if someone's named Mitchell, they're not under 40. Okay. And you can
could be a family
Mike,
name.
and you can tell Mike Mitchell. I said that. I was going to say, yeah.
Yeah.
It says he's 29. Now, Ms. Ronna taught me all about them 29ers, so I proceeded with great caution. He's a tall rugby player with the kindest face you've ever seen, or baby face on a big body. That's pretty good. Shohei Ohtani, we were just talking about him. Once we find out the man is visiting literally down the street from me, I was like, get that 29-year-old tush over here and let's get to it.
Wow.
I don't know about this letter. Mitchell comes over and we have proceeded to have some of the best sex I've ever had.
I wish they would have said SEX.
Gory details aside, Mitchell is passionate without any sense of self-consciousness nor performance. It's a pretty good review.
Yeah.
He is adorably awkward, even at times, which is so earnest. It's a total rarity among the sea of men confusing being dominant. This person really either is ESL or needs to get some checks going on here.
Mm-hmm.
They wrote dominate, not dominant.
That's right.
Being dominant for discomfort with their sexuality and the I don't kiss bro types. This man is hot, passionate, uses eye contact, kisses deeply, caring, kind, considerate, selfless. 19. Wait, what? Yes. Oof. Mitchell, after putting it, I didn't see it headed in this direction.
Me neither. I thought it was definitely going to be that he was 73.
45, not 19. Mitchell, after putting his pants back on and cuddling me in bed, tells me sheepishly that he is 19 years old. I'm just going to say this before we go any further. Mitchell's got a bright future. That's how good he is in the sack at 19.
At 19?
The app automatically gave him the wrong year of birth.
Why?
Because he was too young to register.
No, I think you just have to be 18.
Oh. I foolishly never confirmed it beforehand, yet he also didn't offer that information either until after Whoopi. I immediately shrieked and said, "Oh my God, I'm old enough to be your father." Well, if you had a baby at 14, I guess.
Right.
I immediately shrieked, "I'm your father." And he said, no, you're not. Okay, so he had to do the math for you? Fair. I never claimed to be a mathematician, but still, this is some kind of wrong, right? But I decided to throw caution to the wind after he informs me that he's living in Wisconsin for school and he's only here for the holidays. Great. No fear of proximity, whatever. If Mae West can do it, so can I. We'll hang, fool around. It'll be a fun story for him, whatever. For him with his college buddies. We go to dinner afterwards and then breakfast and then dinner after dinner. Hours lying in bed together until we both realize,
wow, how fun.
We're forming an actual connection.
Oh, shit. I mean, it has been a day.
The only good news here is that this isn't a cliffhanger because we don't have all day.
Right.
And then Mitchell drops another bomb on me. He texts me to tell me that his mother has been tracking his location and she confronted him about who Oh my God. Who he was hanging out with for hours. He gives my name and says what I do for work. She then apparently within minutes, because she's only 42 herself, by the way.
Right.
She's not ancient and doesn't know
She's
how to use a
actually maybe
computer.
closer in age to you. Yeah.
She knows how to use a computer. She then apparently within minutes searches me up and finds out my age, where I work, and even photos of me from my locked social media accounts. I am mortified. He claims all he told her was my name and profession, and she did the rest of the work. Well, sure, that sounds easy. I mean, where do you live? Shanghai?
Why did he tell his mother these things?
Because he's
They
19
need to
and too
explore
close to his
that
mother.
relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel sick to my stomach. Mortification aside, though, if I was in her position, I would be worried too. The woman has every right to stalk. So why would this kid tell his mother where he was?
That's to me, that's the biggest red flag. The biggest, I don't know if it's a red
So
flag, but just the biggest sort of
strange.
what? Yeah.
The woman has every right to stalk someone her only undeveloped frontal lobe cortex child is seeing regularly. But God, couldn't he have lied to something? But that's part of why I'm into him. He's an honest guy. He's 19.
Why does his mother have his location services on when he's 19?
Because he's a teenager and they never turned it off, I guess.
I guess. He's definitely still on her phone plan then.
It has teen in the name, Bryan.
You're right.
He's an honest guy. I take a breath. It's fine. I look up at the sky, comma, probably looking down.
Take us through this, please.
Cat. I mean, Bryan already had to live through my story. I can't believe he has to live through this one. I mean, really, honestly, if you want to.
No, I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
And cackling at me for all the Leo DiCaprio jokes I made for years. I let it go. His mother mercifully does not looking up my address.
Oh, good.
What the F's going on with this person that they can't get their, tenses correct?
I don't know.
Does not look up my address to point a shotgun at me and instead tells Mitchell to be careful. Mitchell rolls his eyes and says his mom is just being too helicopter parent. You're 19.
Yeah, that's true too. I keep forgetting
in college,
that part,
supposedly. We're next going to find out he's not in college, by the way.
Right.
He lives at home. I bristle a bit at his lack of appreciation for how uncomfortable I feel in this situation. Oh, I'm sorry.
Doesn't seem like it. You found out he was 19 and then spent the entire day with him and ate many meals together.
Does someone need to consider your feelings when you're robbing the cradle? Should we be worried about your feelings?
Yeah.
Because now you're in a very serious relationship with a 19-year-old who's not taking your emotional, health into account. Give me a goddamn break, please. How uncomfortable I feel in this situation. But how could he? The kid doesn't even know Jessica Simpson's claim to fame was music, not fashion. Actually, it was Jessica. It was Nick Loves Jessica, which is what got her on. I mean,
that's really what did it. Yeah.
And you don't even know that because you're 34. In fact, he doesn't even know who Jessica Simpson is. Well, that's fair enough.
Who cares?
Which was probably the rudest awakening of all. So this guy's from Texas, I guess.
Yeah.
Who else would care? On the final day of his visit, we both mutually confessed that we're going to miss each other, but ultimately it would be far too difficult to pursue a relationship.
Doesn't sound like you think so.
He takes a trip to Italy before he goes back to college, which I encourage him to enjoy the European men there. He needed encouragement.
Right.
What was he going to Italy for? Coronetto? He does! Exclamation point. He looks like David, this guy. Of course he does. But he says it wasn't great. Well, okay. We're going to believe him. We're going to play that game. He's 19. That's what you do when you're 19. You say, no one was better than you. I didn't want to hurt your feelings. He says it wasn't great. Okay. Why? Because our sex was the best he's ever had. Well, it's only the second he's ever had.
Right.
I do not take this as a compliment. It's been 4 months of us FaceTiming, maybe once every 2 weeks, but some weeks we talk every other day. And I have since gone out with plenty of people my age and older, which is actually in all caps my type. And I don't know why the universe won't respect my pronounced daddy issues with an actual daddy. And no, unfortunately, they haven't come close to what Mitchell can do in terms of connection, humor, and genuine feeling. Mitchell, who is at an Ivy League, I thought you said he was in Wisconsin, says he's not feeling really finding or looking for any romantic or sexual opportunities. Oh, so now you're his dad? So I'm going to guess his mother's an only mother, only one, a single mother. You're getting flip flopped on the daddy issues here. And
Yeah.
now he
And in
says
any other way, too.
he
Yeah.
doesn't want to screw you anymore. He just wants to have the closeness of these phone calls with ancient old you at 34. Where was the part about Wisconsin?
Yeah, there was something about Wisconsin. Maybe that's where he's from. Maybe he was on summer break or something and he was going back to Wisconsin
He
from something. He
informs me
was
that he's
visiting home.
living in Wisconsin for school and he's only here for the holidays.
Hmm.
Maybe he did a summer program? I don't know. Okay, whatever. Okay, where am I now? Fine. Mitchell, who's at an Ivy School league, says he's not really finding or looking for any romantic or sexual opportunities. You know what? So far, besides what he did with his mother, Mitchell's the healthiest guy in this dynamic.
Yeah.
I mean, he's 19, but at least he's saying, look, I'm playing the field here.
Mm-hmm.
So my question is this. How do we gracefully exit this dynamic? Much like J-Lo in the critically acclaimed film The Boy Next Door, Mitchell caught me in a time when I was really lonely and for the very first time feeling a surprising discomfort with singledom. Can I ask why this wasn't the second paragraph, not the eighth?
Right.
I've also been Mitchell to some degree. I just told you that. One of the first guys I dated was 46 while I was 25. That man revealed at the end of the whole 7-month relationship that he wanted to have a moment with the younger guy till he was ready to move on to someone serious in his own age. And it gutted me. I won't be stringing along Mitchell like that. I don't think you have to. He's declared he doesn't want to have sex with you.
I think he declared he doesn't want to have sex with anyone on campus. I think that's what he was saying.
Wait,
That's how
Mitchell, who is
I
in an
interpreted
Ivy League school, says he's not really finding or looking for any romantic or sexual opportunities. Oh, you mean he just wants to be with our guy?
That's kind of how I interpreted it.
Oh,
But
okay. I apologize. I won't be stringing Mitchell along like that. It's top priority for me to leave him in better shape than I found him. I'm also not going to go have dinner with him at his mother's house and watch her do the math and I had to figure out if we're in the same generation group, which you are, which we probably are. I don't know. I can't math. Anyway, how do I do it? Ms. Ronna, you are the mother I never had, the sister everybody would want. You are the friend that everybody deserves. I don't know a better person. And Bryan spelled with an I.
mm-hmm.
I mean, you're hot. Let's just say it. You offer a lot of other things, talent, humor, and whatnot. But yeah, hot is certainly up there.
Okay, slut.
Well, he didn't call me attractive.
I'm kidding.
Thanks for reading my letter, you forever fan. Begrudgingly, Maud. Okay.
Maud, you had a fun time with a 19-year-old. Great. Good for you. You shouldn't carry shame about it. But also, I do think you're right. I think if someone's in college, they should probably enjoy college. That's not really up to you, though. I don't really see that you've done anything wrong here, except I think you probably are not going to find what you're looking for long term with a 19-year-old. It's just they're not grown up. They don't have, it's just even if they're wise beyond their years, it doesn't matter. They haven't lived in the real world yet. This person has been raised and obsessed over by his mother, still is, and now is in college. This person has not lived in the real world. There's no real world experience here. However, there was nothing illegal about what you did hooking up with him. There's nothing wrong. There's also nothing wrong with having a fantastic day with someone and keeping in touch lightly. But I don't know. It sounds like the older guy you hooked up with, who I think really hurt you in that way, had pretty good advice of you had a fling with someone younger while you were single. Great. You could certainly do it again and again and again and again and again, but probably wouldn't try to take this too seriously.
Yeah.
I don't think it's good for you. I don't really care what's good for him. He's just having fun and seems to be open about that. But I would take the pressure off that you're ruining his life in some way.
Yes.
Like, I don't think that's true. This guy's having fun in college and you're not even really seeing him. So, and he's probably hooking up constantly and he
No
should.
matter what he says.
Totally. And
Yeah.
that's what he should be doing. But I don't
think-
know. Maybe I just want to come in and burst the bubble of this fantasy a little bit. And I don't think you're a slut, by the way. That was a joke. And I'm only honored that you think I'm hot.
Well, someone, there's a lid for every pot.
Thanks. That really that really sweetened the deal for me.
In any event, no, everyone knows you're a tasty little dish. Everyone knows it. You're a
Thanks,
morsel.
Ronna. Thanks, Ronna.
And you're only improving with age, I have to say.
What can I say?
I mean, it's true. Not a lot of people can say that. You're a handsome guy. What can you do?
That's nice because I was buying. Where was I?
Oh, Dillard's again.
No, I was buying a drink after one of these very sad things I had to go to, and they had like a bar there or whatever. So I was buying a drink, and the guy was carding everybody because it's Texas. So I showed him my ID, and he goes, "Wow," looking at my ID and me. And he goes, "This is like a before and after." And I was like, because I was younger in my license. He was like, "This is like a before and after." And I was like, yeah. And he was like, no, but like in the reverse way, like the before looks great.
What?
Yeah. So.
Was he hitting on you?
I doubt it.
He said before and after.
Mm-hmm.
I really, some people are just really not fit for human interaction, I would say.
Yeah, right.
Well, anyway,
I was already crying anyway, so it didn't really matter to me.
I'm here to tell you that you look incredible.
Thanks, Ronna.
That's what I'm here to tell you.
I appreciate it, but this is not about me.
Well, let's make it about you, shall we?
Let's do it.
In any event, the only thing, I agree with absolutely everything that you said. I just would, this idea that he's like a fixer-upper and that you need to leave him better than you found him.
Yeah, no.
No, the only thing you need to do is be honest and be kind. It's the same advice we give to anyone who's not a monster that's ending things with someone, which is to be kind. However it affects him and however he mourns it is entirely up to him. You can't leave someone better than you found them. You just don't have to actively leave them worse than you found them.
Right.
I would say.
You could probably even fade to black on this. I'm dying to know who's initiating these conversations every 2 weeks or every other day.
Yeah. I mean, that's totally possible. He's away at school. You could just change the rhythm. Mm-hmm. But I do think there's the daddy issue thing is emerging here for this guy. I think that's what I think. Except I could be wrong because maybe he said, I got that wrong about the not wanting to sleep with him, but I don't know. Anyway, that's part of my shtetl is that they're having, what is this connection about between a 19 and a 34-year-old? But also college for the first year is sort of a lot of people have a little long distance something going on because you need that tether to not be alone.
Yeah, but it's A-okay to have had that hookup. It's no big deal.
And just say, I adore you, buddy, but, I think probably the more we keep in touch, the less you're putting yourself out there at school. And, be where you are. Enjoy the moment. Live in the moment. Yep. See you when I see you. Wish you nothing but the best. You're terrific. Take that rock hard tush. Serve it up to somebody else. They're going to be real lucky.
Yeah, and honestly, like you're probably hesitant to make this end. And I would say don't even worry about making it end, except that 19 and in college is sort of like, yeah, that guy should enjoy all that.
This is the leg sleeve, but earlier. The kinds of conversations that you're going to end up having with also, I don't want a 19-year-old to feel like they have to be more grown up than they want to be also. I mean, that's none of my business. People can do what
I know
they
what
want,
you mean.
But what are they talking about?
Mm-hmm. Hook up with anyone you want.
Yeah.
If you're dating someone, I think they say divided by 2 plus 7. That's the age gap range you should be in.
What?
Have you ever heard this? Divided by 2 plus 7. It's like a thing.
What
like
is
That's the youngest kind of person you should date. Your age divided by 2 plus 7.
Wow. It's
Mhm.
pretty young.
I
The
heard that from
older you,
John Leguizamo.
the older you get, the younger it is.
Is that true?
Well, if
You're
you were
probably right.
90 and the other person was 45, then you'd be
Plus
dating a
7.
52-year-old.
Yeah.
That's pretty young.
You're right. You're right. The older you get, the more years between you two.
What about if you're 14? You date someone who's 14. Okay, that works. So if
Well,
you
12, but yeah. No, 14. You're right.
yeah. And then if you're 20, you date someone who's 17.
Yeah.
Okay. So see, it works. It goes blue, 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 blue.
You're right.
It goes too young and then too old.
You're right. So in this case, this guy's 34, so it would be 24.
Yeah. Okay. He's got to age it up a few years. Okay. In any event, what is
Well, are we
this clip?
sending him anything, Ronna?
Oh God, I don't think so.
No, I don't either.
Screwing a 19-year-old all
You've
summer.
had a lot of fun.
The universe gave him plenty of gifts. I'm not
Yeah.
sending. What am
This
I
was a
supposed to
fun letter,
send
by the
him?
way.
Yeah,
This was a good one.
a thing of wipes.
Yeah.
You know.
Exactly.
I know my gifts have been becoming transferable. Okay, fine. I got to go back on what I am. And as a matter of fact, today's episode, it's so unfair that this guy's going to get these bon voyage. This is a bon voyage.
He'll soothe
gifts.
himself.
This week's episode is sponsored.
Or I guess you could send them
by-
as a care package, but no.
Well, that's it. Whatever happens once they're in
That's
his
right.
hands, I guess, is none of my business. But I wouldn't encourage him to send this guy a gift.
Right.
I would encourage him to get in his bed and enjoy perhaps the world's preeminent chocolate chip cookie. Today's episode is brought to you by ShowstopperCookies.com.
The best chocolate chip cookie, period.
The end, right out of Portland.
Yeah.
So this guy's getting the Showstopper cookies.
Mm-hmm.
We should have sent it to the guy for the engagement ring, but you know what? He already got a gift. We already liked him.
We already gave him a lip balm, and he has no idea what to do with it.
Well, he's supposed to propose with that.
Yeah.
Say this is from Ronna, except turns out she doesn't listen to the podcast. In any event.
I don't even know why we recorded today.
Don't talk like that.
You ready for this cliffhanger?
Yeah, I am.
Dear Ron and Bryan, longtime listener, Carriage House member, Instagram follower, and embarrassed fruit. I'm a gay man in his mid-20s renting a guest house behind an older couple's home. We've become friendly over the past year. We even have coffee together every Thursday morning. Last week, a package from me was mistakenly delivered to their door. Unfortunately, this particular order was of a personal nature. They must have opened it without realizing it wasn't theirs because they later hand-delivered the box to my doorstep, taped up, the box a little mangled, what they do to it, and with a sweet apology note saying, "So sorry, we didn't realize this wasn't ours until we opened it."
Okay.
Here's the problem. The contents were, this is something I've never heard of, for Locktober. My new boyfriend and I plan to be a little naughty this year. Now, I don't know if you're familiar with Locktober, and if not, I'll let you do your own research. Bryan, I can already hear you typing.
Well, I mean, can I guess? Bryan, you Google it and I'll guess.
I know what it is.
I'll be Chat GPT while you Google it. I guess you get locked in and you do S&M stuff together, butt plugs and things.
Ronna, what happens is people lock away. First of all, I just have to read this sentence. But let's just say it involved a certain locking device and a very cute pair of panties.
Chastity belts?
Right. It's like
Locktober means
you lock your penis away.
You just build up all your ball juice and then
I could honestly throw up. I could throw up. You're absolutely gagging me. You're making me gag and you're absolutely grossing me out.
You get the bluest of the blue balls you can possibly get. And then on November 1st, you explode all over somebody. Is that
because my understanding is this advice doesn't even allow you to get hard.
Gosh.
Okay.
But
anyway,
then,
but fine.
what about No Nut November?
You know, Dante, you came in real quick. Jeez. I've never seen him so activated.
How's life at the gym, Dante?
Yeah, no kidding, Dante. Are you using the gym lockers for something else? Are the master locks you use on your locker going to another use or something? I've never seen him come in so hot in my life.
October.
What
Is
about no, not
an
November?
annual
You perv. What
month-long
about it?
chastity challenge.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, but is No Nut November the same thing?
That originated in online kink communities and takes place every October. Okay, fine. But what about
All right.
where does
fine.
where does gooning play into this? Anyway, go on.
Gooning might be what you do once November
No
hits.
Nut November is an online challenge where participants abstain from you know what for the entire month. It's
Why?
self-explanatory.
Why?
Originating as a social media trend around 2011. It has gained significant popularity since 2017. Some participants claim benefits like improved self-control and increased testosterone, but these claims lack scientific evidence.
Oh, so it's like to increase your tech. God, people are so dumb.
Can people just go to work and come home? What do they have to do this all the time?
Honestly, I have no problem. I have no problem with this. Do whatever you want to do. I would hate it if my neighbors saw something like that.
So go on.
Needless to say, I'm mortified. I can't even look at them, let alone face them at our weekly coffee get together. Every time I think about it, I want to crawl under the covers and never emerge. I bet they didn't even understand what it was.
Oh, dear God. Tony sent me a link to chastity cages.
They're lovely people, and I know they probably don't feel as much as I do, but how do I ever look
Bryan,
them in the eye
have a
again?
look. They know. I mean,
I love that. And they go, how do I look in the eye again, knowing they've seen my ... seasonal plans?
you mean metal chastity cage for men, big steel cock cage with silicone urinary catheter and 2 keys? Is that what you mean, Bryan? Wait till you see this.
Yeah, they're very economical. I haven't seen one over $27.
$30.46. You can't get a sandwich for that price.
All right. Well, listen, this is a cheap.
Click on this
activity.
one. You think it sounds
Oh my
fun
God.
to walk around
that
with,
one is
with your
the
penis in a cage all day?
Rolls Royce. No, it doesn't sound fun to me.
Well,
but
it
maybe
depends.
For some people.
You have to wait till it arrives to see if it's really made of something, good materials or not.
This is the Rolls Royce. $30.40.
I hope they're antimicrobial. That's all I'll say.
Great point.
All right,
I
go
bet
on.
these neighbors didn't even. Well, whatever. This is the cliffhanger. So
Well,
can't
I'm sure
answer
it
now.
comes with a name on it. But anyway, yeah.
True.
The box, the packaging.
What's the Ron and Bryan approved etiquette for when your retired landlords accidentally open your sex toy delivery? Should I skip coffee this week? Do I skip town? Or do I simply show up for coffee and pretend it never happened? Thank you, Mortified in the Guest House. Well, not only Mortified in the Guest House, but Mortified in the Main House this week. Listen, I am endlessly proud of anyone's
It's October
self-expression.
31st. When did the question come in?
Must have come in earlier this month.
Well, let's give to. That's our cliffhanger that we're going to answer in November.
Yeah, why not?
I guess it still applies. All right.
I
go
kind
on.
of want to follow up. Did you do it the whole month?
So give us the follow up of what happened, but we won't. Well, how about this, Tony?
And Dante, when we get the follow up, I hope your seatbelt's on.
We'll promise. I hope you're
I
locked.
hope you're able to contain yourself.
We'll promise not to read the follow up until we've answered the question. How does that sound? So basically, what ended up happening won't inform what we would have told you to do, because then we're giving genuine advice.
Correct. Exactly.
That's my thought.
All right. Well, go to patreon.com/AskRonna if you dare, so that we can unlock
Ooh-ah.
the answer. Yes.
You dare.
If you dare. Don't forget to sign up for the Winter Kiki, which is going to be Cozy Von Cozy. And what else, Ronna? That's about it.
And as I said, I don't know what day this is coming out, but very shortly, the Ask Ronna holiday boxes will be posted.
Oh, and Ronica, of course, is coming up.
Ronica is coming. Oh, this is posting next Tuesday. So Ronica, I think, is coming just before Thanksgiving, as we normally do it, because we want you to be able to take advantage of the Black Friday sales. Though I've noticed that all these other people are coming out with their lists, and I just want people to know, I don't look at their lists. I decide on my list.
Correct.
I think it's cheating to look at their lists. And then after the fact, I'll look at their lists and then I say, oh yeah, we got a little crossover here, a little crossover there, and that's fun. But very soon we'll be posting the boxes. So I would say leave room in your gifting purse for these. And as mentioned, it is
Or in your dick cage.
as mentioned, it is an ode to the people of Ireland.
Mm-hmm.
And it is as cozy can be. And I will also say it's multifaceted. And I will also, meaning it can pivot in one direction or pivot in another. And I will also say that Tony, Nick, and Connor did a trial run of this drink last week.
Did they?
And all declared it absolutely scrumptious.
I believe it.
So there. All right, everyone.
This, I just want to say for the record that
And it
this
does
was
come with a beautiful branded item. Not a Kinto this year, something else.
Everything posted in the chat today, starting with what Sergio posted, which I'm not even going to say out loud, all the way to the end has been abominable. And everyone in here should be ashamed.
This was a blast.
A blast.
And the other thing is AI Social
Not for the person who's
Club.
locked up. They're not blasting anywhere. Although maybe by the time this comes out, they would have just really, I mean, it would have been Old Faithful.
Okay.
All right. Best of luck.
Kiss, kiss.